Hello there, JC. Today we shall be working on power, specifically so we can run faster. All right. We will be first of all doing a few rounds of mobility. I will do just one round on the video. You then need to pause it and play that through a few more times. Going for 2, 3, 4 rounds depending on how tight you are. Okay, in that lower body region. All right, we'll then move on to some power exercises where you'll need some resistance. We're doing lots of jump type movements, being nice and explosive. We're then going to move on to some accentuated eccentric contractions, where again you'll need resistance. It's about slowly moving in one direction, then releasing the resistance and explosively moving off, so like a jump again, and we'll show you some different versions of that. And we'll finish today's session off with a nice core blaster at the end. Okay, 3 rounds of 5 or 6 different exercises just for a nice finish off today. So first up, we're going to be looking at some mobility. So again, I will do this just the once, and you guys can follow that through more than one time if you need to. Okay, so that was just a nice little mobility routine there, looking at your hamstrings, your quads, calves, your hips, lower back, hip flexors. So I suggest you go through that once or twice. Additionally, to the one you've just done with me, and that'll make sure you're nice and loose and can get most out of your muscles. Okay, so now we're going to be moving on to some power exercises once you've finished your mobility. So you'll need to find some resistance in some form of weight, dumbbells, weighted rucksack, water bottles, training bands. Okay, so get that ready once you've had a drink and once you've finished your mobility, and then we can continue playing the video and move into our power exercises. So for our power exercises, you're going to need a resistance, and it's going to be 5 jumps per exercise. Okay, so we're going to start with jump squat. We'll then give ourselves a 30-second rest. We'll move to alternate lunge jump, 5 on each leg, 30-second rest. We'll do calf jumps, weighted but not quite as heavy. Okay, or you can obviously do that without weight as well. And we'll finish with a dumbbell floor pull. Okay, so you'll be able to change the exercises if you need to. You can do all of this with your body weight if you just want to work without weight, and it's still going to help you with power development and speed. So it's no problem there. And we'll move on. Okay, so we'll do 1 exercise, 30-second rest, 2 exercises, 30-second rest, 3, 30 seconds, 4 exercises, but then give yourself a longer rest, and you'd repeat that through 2 more rounds. Okay, so let's get ourselves ready. So then 5 jump squats. So half squats good enough. So we're going to give ourselves a 30-second rest now, and then we're going to go into alternate lunge jumps. So I'm going to use a slightly lighter weight for that, 15 kilograms for me. There we go. Our next one's going to be calf jumps. So keeping our legs nice and straight, bouncing off your toes, really try and hit that floor hard to push yourself upwards as high as you can. So we're going to look at 30 reps here, 3-0, with no weight. So let's go. Excellent. So our last exercise is going to be a floor pull. So your weight will be on the floor, legs bent. You pull as hard as you can. You bring it to above your head before you come down. 5 lifts from your right, 5 lifts from your left. But it is a lower body move. So you should be throwing that weight up with the explosiveness in your legs, not with the power in your upper body. Okay, so that's 1 round. So you're going to do another 2 rounds of that after a longer rest now. So you give yourself 1 to 2 minutes, get water, do the same again before we then move on to the accentuated eccentric contractions, which I'll put up on the video next. Okay, Excellent work so far, guys. So I'm assuming you've now done your 3 sets of explosive power work. So we're now going to be moving on to accentuated eccentric contractions. Okay, so let's give a quick example of one move, and then we have a further 4. We've got 4 that we will do in total. Okay, but what the concept is, if I'm doing a squat, so I've got my resistance, I go down with good technique, very slowly. At the bottom of my rep, I release the weights and explode up. So that's 1. The next time, I come off the floor nice and fast. Slow, 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 slow. 2. Up. Slow, slow, slow. 3. Okay? So we'll do 3 rounds, 3 exercises. Sorry, there's 4 exercises, 3 reps, and 3 rounds in total. All right? Down nice and slowly. 1. So we're trying to go up fast here, down nice and slowly, and explode as high as you can go. So it's important that I'm not dropping the weights, I am just placing them down so I can get as low as possible. So I have a 30-second rest. The next move is a lunge. So we're from here with the weights, put the weights down, and our jump's going to be a running man jump. So in the air, we're doing one running position in the air with our arms and with our legs. So you may need to practice that movement before you do this. Alternatively, if it's too hard, you can obviously, as you drop, you just go up in that lunge position. It's up to you depending on how advanced you are. Okay, so 3 on each side. So you do 3 on your left leg first, followed by 3 on your right leg. Okay, 3 on the other leg there. Last one. Okay, excellent. Okay, rest there, 30 more seconds. Okay, if you're anything like me and you're sweating, make sure that you dry the floor if you're on tiles or anything slippy so you don't slip when you come to jumping. I can get some music on actually. So we're going for a single leg Romanian deadlift, that's 1 leg. Hinging at the hips, keeping that leg with a slight flex but mainly straight. Put the weights down, and from there we then jump, bringing that back leg through. Okay, nice good knee drive. Okay. 1. 2. Okay, 3 on the other leg. Okay, nice work guys. Give yourself a 30-second rest there. So for the next exercise, you are going to need a different height. So I'm just using my balcony ledge here, which is about Get to my knees height. You'll have one leg raised. The leg on the floor will be the working leg. We squat down, put the dumbbells down, and as we let go of the dumbbells, we then jump off that leg that's on the floor. 3 on each leg. Nice and simple. There we go. Change legs. Okay, so that is all 4 exercises that you will do for your accentuated eccentric contractions. Okay, you will have a 2-minute rest now, get some water. You'll then repeat the same circuit 2 more times, so 3 in total. You'll then have another longer rest. Then you start this video again, and then the core blaster will then be the last thing that you see today. Okay, so excellent work so far. Keep on going. Okay, we're going to finish off today with a core blaster. Okay, so we're going to run through 3 rounds of 5 or 6 different exercises with minimal rest. I'm going to try and keep them doing continuously as much as I can. If you need to pause the video to recover, then do so. If you want to watch the video through once, write down what it is that I do, and then just do it in your own time afterwards. That's up to you. I'm going to try and do it continuously throughout, with rests at the end of each round rather than rests at the end of each exercise. So follow me. Let's get this working. Let's go. Okay, so I'm going to start with a V up, and I'm going to add resistance to the part of my legs, but use the band. Okay, it's just weighted to a dumbbell down the bottom. So okay, straight into alternate bicycle crunches. Again, I'm just going to be adding resistance to each leg separately with a different band. So from here, twist, twist, twist. That was 10 on each side there. Okay, we're now going to go into standing band rotations. So I just stand on one in the corner here, and I come across, working 10 one way, then 10 the other. If you haven't got a band, you can obviously do the same with weights or dumbbells. You can rotate in here and just do 20 instead of 10 each side. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to add a bit more to my rotations. Okay, so I'm going to use a weight in here to do some Russian twists. So that was just 50 to 25 on each side. Okay, this time our legs are going to come up off the ground, lower back off the ground, bring your knees down before pushing your legs back out. That's 2, 3. Okay, last exercise. Okay, nice guys, well done. So that's 1 round. I'm going to have a quick rest now. And then we do the same again 2 more times. So 10 repetitions for most things. Sometimes that's 20 repetitions because we do 10 both sides. And when we do the seated Russian twists, we're trying to get 50 out in total, which is 25 each side obviously. Okay, so it'll be the same in the next round as well. Okay, let's go. So 10 V-ups to start with. So resistance if you have it, if you want it. Okay, into 20 alternating bicycle crunches with resistance. That's 10 each side. X. So 10 X chops on each side. Russian twists. Okay, 10 leg raises. Okay, then 10, don't really know what they're called, you bring your legs up one at a time. Okay, they do 4 levels before coming all the way back down. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, back down. Four to go. Last 2. Okay, nice guys, well done. Take another rest, one more round, and then that's today's workout completely finished. Okay, are we ready? 10 VMs. Alternating bicycle crunches. Halfway. Nice. Okay, 10 axe chops. Russian twists. Ten leg raises. Okay, then 10, whatever they're called. That's halfway, 5 to go. Last one. Okay, excellent work there, guys, well done. Okay, excellent session there. So, make sure that you get lots of water now. Okay, make sure you go and get yourself some lunch and food, fuel up afterwards, because it's important that once you've trained hard that you refuel that body. Okay, so all the good work that you've done can result in adaptations, okay, because if you don't put into your body the right fuel after you've worked out, it's going to take longer for those muscles to regenerate and actually grow and get bigger. Okay, so really well done, guys. Keep looking at the sessions, and I'll see you soon.